I try and paint a picture of Kajaki. Beautiful place. You know, we was on the mountain tops, you know, on top of the high ground. Pretty much safe. When I was there, there's nothing there at all, nothing whatsoever. Just a mountain top with mines marked everywhere, a track leading down to the reservoir. But hell of a view. You know, you could put a resort there, you know, it's lovely. It was relatively quiet when I was there until that day when Mark got killed. And I remember that day, if it was yesterday, you know, me and Mark, it was in the morning, I knocked up some porridge, we was eating porridge together. Heard a couple of explosions in the background, thought of nothing. Well, an explosion in the background, thought of nothing. Whoever's a team medic, you know, get over to that other OP, you know, there's a man down. So me being trained up, took my rifle, my webbing and all my kit and done a, God knows, a mile run in how many minutes, you know, went for it, got told where Stu was. So yeah, that was the first incident what happened. Thinking that had been it. And then HLS was meant to be cleared, so we walked back with a stretcher, with Stu on a stretcher. Then we walked back to, well, Stu Pearson walked back to get some water where we was treating the other Stu Hale. And that's when Stu Pearson got blown up, maybe about 5 metres away from us. And that's when I thought, you know, we're in a minefield here. And then obviously, when Mark got hit, you know, one of your mates who you've went to Sangin with, Goresh with, the first op with, to then, you know, getting hit out on the ground, yeah, it wasn't nice. Watching him get blown up in front here. You had Mark Wright, you had Barlow, who got blown up. You had a medic who got shrapnel for his chest. And a couple of other blokes got injured slightly, but to a point where Mark got hit twice with the mine. Had to use, you know, I remember using my shirt off my back to use as a tourniquet for Mark. But seeing that Black Hawk was like an angel from above. Thinking, you know, I was there all day, you know, watching the Apaches above us, you know, giving us top cover to this Black Hawk coming in with some lunatic of a medic hanging off a winch, comes down and he's walking around as if, you know, we're going, it's a minefield, you know, it's, don't worry about it, don't worry. Hooking the injured blokes up first, to then us non-injured blokes up last. I know what happened that day. I know I watched it firsthand through my own eyes of what happened to every single bloke apart from Stu Hale, which I wasn't there initially, to Mark getting lifted out, to Mark's last words to me. Being one of the last blokes out, you know, I was covered from head to toe in blood from where the downwash from the Black Hawk, it's like a storm of blood. So yeah, it was a long, shit day, especially seeing my mate in the state he was. He said, tell my uncle I was a good soldier, and that tell my fiancée I love her. That was it. I do think about it all the time.